In mid-February this year, we saw this hawk hanging around the bird feeders. By the time I had grabbed the camera, the bird had moved. It took me a long time to get zoomed in on this well-camouflaged position. Martha went for the Sony on the tripod while I handheld the Canon. I feared the bird would soon fly, so I handheld the Canon as long as possible, then switched to the Sony camcorder. This Cooper's hawk, I think, was very accommodating. However, it did fly again, only this time to the top of the sunflower seed feeder pole. It took a little while to get the camera moved to the new location, but the bird remained for several more minutes. The Cooper's hawk and the sharp-shinned hawk are very hard to discern. They look very much alike, with size the main difference. However, the female is larger in both species, and the female sharp-shinned hawk can easily be as large as a male Cooper hawk. There are other field markings which I could not see well enough in this video. Both of these birds are accipiters, meaning they kill and eat smaller birds. Watch for the titmouse and the chickadees taunting this bird later in the video. The hawk turns its head and looks right at the fearless chickadee, but the chickadee is undaunted. I could easily imagine the chickadee buzzing the big hawk to drive it off. The hawk spent most of its time looking down to the ground, and I suspect it was hoping to see a field mouse. We've seen hawks take mice before here. There once was an old stump the mice had colonized, but I pulled it up to keep the raccoons from using it to get above my electric fence that keeps them off the large suet cake. The average size of an adult male Cooper's hawk ranges from 7.8 to 15.5 ounces, with a length between 14 and 18 inches. The adult male is significantly smaller than the average female, which weighs 12 to 25 ounces and measures 17 to 20 inches long. Its wingspan ranges from 24 to 37 inches. Individuals living in the eastern regions, where the sexes average 12.3 ounces and 20.0 ounces, tend to be larger and heavier than those in the western regions, where the respective sexes average 9.9 ounces and 16 ounces. Cooper's hawks have short rounded wings, the wing cord measuring 8.4 to 10.9 inches long, and the wing cord is the straight line distance between the leading edge and the trailing edge of the wing, and a relatively long tail, 6.7 to 8.1 inches long, with dark bands, round-ended at the tip. Their tail is brown on top and pale underneath, barred with dark bands. The eyes of this hawk, as in most predatory birds, face forward, enabling good depth perception for hunting and catching prey while flying at top speeds. They have hooked bills that are well adapted for tearing flesh of the prey. This bird's pupils are dilated, so no color is showing. This is apparently because of the clouds and the snowfall. Their breeding range extends from southern Canada to northern Mexico. They are generally distributed more to the south than other North American accipiters, the sharp-shinned hawk and the northern goshawk. Birds from most of the Canadian and northern U.S. range migrate in winter, and some Cooper's hawks winter as far south as Panama. The Cooper's hawk occur in various types of mixed deciduous forest and open woodlands, including small woodlots, riparian woodlands, that is near a body of water in dry country, open and pinyon woodlands, and forested mountainous regions, and also now nests in many cities. They were once thought to be adverse to cities and towns, but are now fairly common urban and suburban birds. The cities provide plenty of rock pigeon and mourning dove for the Cooper's hawk to prey on. Although more adaptable to habitat than the sharp-shinned hawk, studies have indicated that the species still more often than not prefer sizable tracts of woodland for breeding and migrating to fragmented developed areas. This habitat is wooded and next to Lake Jackson, so it agrees with Wikipedia as their preferred area. These birds capture prey from cover or while flying quickly through dense vegetation, relying almost totally on surprise. One study showed that this is quite dangerous hunting style. More than 300 Cooper's hawk skeletons were investigated, and 23% revealed healed fractures in the bones of the chest. Cooper's hawks prey almost exclusively on small to mid-sized birds. Typical prey species include American robins, other thrushes, jays, woodpeckers, European starlings, quail, cuckoos, pigeons, and doves. Birds preyed on can range inside from wood warblers, which are small, to ringneck pheasants. They may also prey upon the raptor American kestrel and other smaller raptors, including their cousin the sharp-shinned hawk. They have been known to rob nests and may supplement their diet with small mammals such as chipmunks, rabbits, mice, squirrels, and bats. Even more rarely, they may predate on lizards, frogs, or snakes. It normally catches its prey with its feet and kills it by repeatedly squeezing it and holding it away from its body until the prey dies. They have also been seen drowning their prey, holding it underwater until it stops moving. The hawks often pluck the feathers off the prey on a post or other perch. They also hunt songbirds at backyard bird feeders, perching nearby, then swooping down and scattering the birds to single out one in flight. They may pursue prey on the ground by half running and half flying. I know there's not been much action in this video, but I hope you liked hearing about the life of the Cooper's hawk.